going to do a short little video on how to convert units. So let's say, for instance, that you have a certain number of days and you want to convert or change that into minutes. That would be a converting issue. You want to change days into minutes. You might also want to change pounds into ounces. What are some other things? You want to change weeks into years. You might want to change degrees into minutes. Anytime you want to change the unit that you're working on, you have to go through a conversion process. And so the way we're going to do the conversion process is we're going to set up a series of fractions. Fractions are your friends. So you're going to start with your starting point, obviously. Starting point. And your starting point might be, let's do days to minutes. Let's say that we're going to do 15 days. Then we are going to multiply that by a series of fractions, however many we need. I'll draw 3. Maybe we'll use them all. Maybe we'll need more. I don't know. But you're going to have this series of fractions, and you're going to slowly convert days into whatever it is that you're looking for. So here's what's nice about this is I put my starting point over 1 just so that I can have fractions all the way across because I like to be neat and orderly. Whatever you have in the numerator of this fraction needs to be in the denominator of this fraction. So your whole process is going to have this type of look. Whatever is in the numerator of one fraction goes into the denominator of the next fraction. And you're just going to do it step by step. So for instance, if we're trying to go from from days to minutes, what do we know about days? Well, we know how many hours are in a day, and that is a good step to take on the way to minutes. So we know that 1 day is 24 hours. Okay, good. And now we know that whatever we have in the top of this fraction needs to come in the bottom of this fraction. So we're going to have hours down here. And can we convert hours to anything close to minutes? Yeah, we can. We know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. Once we get to our final desired unit, then we can be done. So we can leave this off. If we were going to convert to seconds or nanoseconds or half minutes or anything like that, then we would just keep going. But now we can stop and we're going to do this math. And the way that you multiply fractions, remember, is to multiply all your numerators and then divide by all of your denominators. So you could put into your calculator 15 times 24 times 60 divided by 1 divided by 1 divided by 1. However, we know that dividing by 1 is not going to change the answer at all because we were good algebra students. So if I do 15 times 24 times 60, I am golden and I get 21,600 minutes. And I have now successfully converted one unit to another unit. I'd like to point out that you can do this even if you are not familiar with what the units are. So let's say that I tell you that two fish equals 4 buses. And I know that 5 buses equals 19 doohickeys. And I know that 1 doohickey equals 2 thingies. And I know that 5 thingies equals 27 doodads. There we go. That's nice. And then let's say that I have 12 fish. So I'm going to start with 12 fish. And I want to know how many doodads that is. Okay, so I start with fish and I put it over 1. I have 12 fish. Then I'm going to convert fish to buses. I'm going to put fish in the bottom. And I know that because whatever's in the numerator here goes into the bottom here. So I have 2 fish equals 4 buses. And then I'm going to convert buses to doohickeys. And again, buses in the numerator, so buses have to be in the denominator. And I know that 5 buses equals 19 doohickeys. And then I'm converting doohickeys to thingies. Again, I know that doohickeys is going to go in the bottom. And I know that 1 doohickey gives me 2 thingies. And then I'm going to convert thingies to doodads. And I know that 5 thingies equals 27 doodads. Do you see how I've set that up? Okay, now all I have to do is get out my handy-dandy calculator and I have to do this math. So I take 12 times 4 times 19 times 2 times 27 divided by 2 divided by 5 divided by 1, which I can skip, divided by 5 again. And I get 984.96 doodads. That is how you convert your units.